While we've grana weep nitty bong, I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. We are live on Twitch. For those of you watching the replay on YouTube, if you want to participate in the chat live, follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/EngineerHoist. We stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Transformers Earth Wars news, and you can join these fine people such as Big D, Gen 1 Red Alert, Sharksy, TFEW, Gloka Hotshot, Jared Barbara, WW, and a bunch of numbers. Optimus Prime 282, he's off the screen now, but he said, glad I had the notifications on or I would have missed the stream. Good tip. You can set a calendar alert for yourself, or you can click the notification bell in Twitch so you can get it. I usually have been announcing it in the community area of YouTube because I've rearranged some things on YouTube to allow myself to still have that, so you should still be able to see that. Big Bronze Rim is here, Wolfman 1976, Caveman King Draco, Hot Rod, K-Bon. A lot of people coming in now because they know what time we get started. Okay, so as usual, we're going to be talking about the news. We've got some crystals to crack, and for everybody on Twitch who sticks around after the news is done, we got a few more things we can talk. Plus, we have basically a free open Q&A. Again, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, head over to Twitch so you can join in on all that extra fun that we do after we record the news. All right, with that, let's get over to the news. This weekend's event is called Defensive Spiral, and as usual, my buttons are not set up. There we go. Okay, so take part in this weekend's event to win the Vector Prime avatar. I know a lot of you guys hate these avatars, but we got to get through all 12 of them. This time, we're going for the Vector Prime avatar. You can also win up to 60,000 Spark, 5,000 Premium Shards, that's 5 Premium Crystal, 2,000 3-star Shards, which is a full 3-star Crystal, 700 4-star Shards, not quite a 4-star Crystal, but we did get one hopefully last weekend, which I have not opened mine yet. We'll be opening a little bit later. You can also win up to 5 silver and 1 gold Power Core chip. And then if you keep going and really grind out the event, taking advantage of the XP, you can win up to 7 Frozen Spark Crystals for a chance to win up to 10,000 Spark. This is an individual event. It is one big totalizer. It's not a prestige event. It starts at the usual Friday and stops at the usual Monday start and stop times, and it is triple XP during this event. How do you participate? Just like you do in every event, you have to be headquarters level 4. You hit that yellow event button, choose your battle zone, win the battle, get the points, win the prizes. Because it's an individual event, you do not have to be in an alliance if you don't want to, but obviously if you are in an alliance, you can still play it. But it's all individual. It's completely up to you this weekend. The event battle zones are the standard battle zones. And here's a breakdown of all the prizes. There's a lot more tiers where you get prizes at, but this is if you want to get the maximums, as we've been doing for a while now for these big totalizers, because I can't scroll 20 or 30 different levels. We get the Prime Avatar out of the way at 100 points. Basically, if you're attacking in zone, 9 or 10 or higher, one battle, boom, you got the Avatar, it's out of the way, don't even worry about it. By 1750, which is pretty low, achievable for most people, you'll have all 5,000 Premium Shards. 4,500, still very achievable. You'll have your 3-star Crystal. And then it goes on up, and to get the Gold Power Core, which is basically the big prize of the main part of the event, is at 15,000, which is a stretch for quite a few people. There's a lot of people out there who can get it now, but if you're still just getting started, don't worry about getting to that 15,000. More things will come to you. But the point is, the reason they've made the point so high is just so the event doesn't end for some of the players who've been around for a while, and at the high levels, if you're attacking Zone 14, the events could end very quick and you miss out on a lot of XP. So they made the points super high, just basically so the event doesn't end early, allowing more people to take advantage of getting XP for their bots. And if you do happen to get to those higher tiers and get some Frozen Spark Crystals, you have an equal chance to win 5,000, 7,500, or 10,000 Spark out of those crystals. And there's a picture of the Vector Prime avatar. I have to be honest, I had to go look up and see what that was. For some reason, I was thinking it was Solus Prime, and I'm like, I don't know if that's right. Let me double check. It's Vector Prime. So this is the Vector Prime avatar, and that's what it looks like. If you get it, you can change your avatar to be that. I generally don't change my avatars to be the Prime. I'm actually rocking the VIP exclusive Optimus Primal bot mode avatar right now. And trust me, if they ever add Hoist to the game, Hoist will be my avatar forever and for always. Okay, so as you saw from, well, actually I was going to say from the thumbnail, but yes, if you're watching on YouTube, as you saw from the thumbnail, we'll be talking about the new bots here. We got a little bit of a sneak peek at them last week, and we got a little bit of new info, including big news about Thrust. Last weekend, he looked basically just like a red ramjet, and we'll see him in a minute. They did rework him. They said they were going to, and they did indeed. First up is Strafe, and his bio reads as follows. Strafe is a liability on the battlefield, prone to react to any bit of motion or potential danger with a hail of firepower. His incredible reflexes are both boon and bane, as his hair trigger responses and often inaccurate targeting can do harm to friend and foe in equal measure. He's a nervous wreck and suffers from what he calls PDSD, post-Decepticon shaking disorder. But sometimes his sheer lack of restraint can turn the tide of an otherwise unwinnable battle. As a Technobot, Strafe possesses above-average intelligence and combines to form Computron. It's confirmed. So they're not even beating around the bush or anything like that. Straight out, right here in the bio, he combines to form Computron. So we knew that's what it was going to be, but here it is in the bio. They've practically confirmed it. So, and if you watched last week's stream, somebody asked that question of Giannis, and he's like, "Whoa, we're not going to announce anything yet." And it's like, yeah, not buying it for a second. Computron's coming. So I think debate is over as far as Autobots go. I mean, as soon as we saw Strafe, the debate was over. So, okay, next up, his counterpart is Thrust. So this is a new image. So they did rework his wings to give him the more traditional fans on his wings, very similar to a vertical takeoff and landing VTOL type of a jet. Looks like they've kind of darkened his face up a bit. Now it may still change a little bit from this image, because this is more of a kind of a preview image, so it may still change us a little bit from this. But the point of them showing this off is to show that they did hear the concerns from the players, and they went back and redid his wings. And generally, it's still the same model as all the Seekers are, but they've got him they've got it fixed, basically. So his bio reads thusly. Thrust treats fellow Decepticons who try to be sneaky or subtle with naked derision, preferring to make every effort to announce his presence on the battlefield both loudly and proudly. He feels a dramatic arrival is half the battle, a kind of psychological warfare, and often pronounces victory long before the first shots are even fired. It's a carefully cultivated image and masks Thrust's deeper insecurities. So according to G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle, and according to Thrust, dramatic arrival is half the battle. So there you go. Now we know what the whole battle is. It's knowing and dramatic arrivals. Nothing else is required for a battle. Knowing and dramatic arrivals, that's it. That is your full battle. Yeah, okay. I'm not. I said it, and I'm not even buying it. So here, well, we didn't see the alt modes, although, yeah, they did. They showed off the alt modes in the stream last week. They didn't give us images of them, but here are some different views of Thrust's new alt mode. As you can see, he is indeed actually, looking just like the G1 figure is supposed to be. Big Bronze Rim saying his ability is going to be really cool. They're playtesting it right now. Don't reveal anything. Don't reveal what it is. It's good to know that it's going to be cool, but don't say anything more than that. But it's good to know that he's going to be good to know that he's going to be cool. So there we go. Next up, we've seen this in the game. There was a spot in the power core lab for mine power cores, for the stasis mine power cores. I want to get away from calling them stasis mines, because when you add these power cores, they will no longer be stasis mines. So it's really more of just mine power cores. And they did talk about them a little bit during last week's stream. But here they are. So first up, you've got a glass gas mine, which explodes when enemies are nearby and applies glass gas for a duration. Affected targets receive 10 to 40% more damage, and that depends on the level. Bronze receives 10, G metal receives 40, silver is 20, gold is 30. Like how I jumped around a little bit there. But it did also say, but it does not affect air and gunner bots. Now, I don't know if that just means if it doesn't affect the air bots that are in the air, maybe gunner bots are too far away, or if they're right in the target range, if they just doesn't affect them at all. I suppose we'll find out when we actually get a chance to see them, and they are going to be available live in the game starting tomorrow, which is now making me rethink cracking all of these crystals tonight, because I won't get any of them. We're going to crack the crystals anyway. I'll be getting more crystals. The other type is called the Flare Mine, and it affects only one enemy, making it the focus of nearby defenses, and it reduces its speed by 30, 40, 50, or 60%, again, depending on whether it's a bronze, silver, gold, or G metal core, and for a duration. Now, for both of these, when you level it up, it makes the duration of the effect longer. Here's the kicker for the Flare Mine. It can detect bots in stealth mode, so Slash, Ripper Snapper, who normally just walk right over the mines and completely unaffected, this thing will find them and it will hit them. So this is the thing to be watching out for there. Not entirely sure what all of that junk is. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Getting hacked by bombshells, cerebro shells. Darn it, bombshell! What did I tell you? Okay, moving on. Let me get reset over here. Yeah, don't click any links, guys. Don't click any links like that, because who knows what that thing is going to. Who knows where that could go. Okay, so the next thing to talk about, and this is actually a really nice thing that Space Ape is doing. It was actually suggested by some of the players, not just in Transformers Earth Wars, but also in various other games that Space Ape was doing. They've got special bundles in the game right now that you could purchase to help recovery efforts in the Australia brush fires. If you haven't been paying attention to the news, terrible fire problem. Almost the entire country has fires here and there. Some of them are really huge and really bad because of a bad drought. And so what they've done is they've put out special bundles. They're in the game right now, where you can basically get crystals, and they're pretty good crystals. For the Autobots, you can get Punch, Rhinox, Rook, and Blades. And for the Decepticons, it would be Counterpunch, Tarantulas, Blot, and Dirge. I had to think about translate Autobot to Decepticon there for a second. But so you can get the crystals for all of those bots, and all of Space Ape's proceeds will be donated to the Australia Red Cross Disaster Relief and Recovery Fund and the Wires Wildlife Rescue, which helps wildlife that are affected by the fire. Now, what that means is after Google and Apple, they take a percentage of every purchase. So after they take that and they do whatever they want with it, whatever ends up with Space Ape, all of that 100% gets donated. So if you want to help out and actually get something for your money, consider purchasing a bundle. There are also I'll put some links in the comments section of the YouTube video direct if you want to just put 100% of your money towards those charities to help support that relief. And last little bit of news is that there's no official live stream this week because they streamed last week and they will stream next week. So the next one is indeed next week, January 23rd at 5 p.m. Universal Time, which is right about noon Eastern Time. And if you guys follow along on the Transformers Earth Wars Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook channels, you've probably seen the notifications come through and know what times they are. Excuse me. No worries, Bruticus. If you're not able to help out, it's completely understandable. It's just if anybody is able, it's a worthy cause. If you've seen any of the footage out there, it's actually quite sad. So I did purchase a bundle, and I am planning on actually donating directly as well, because I am fortunate enough to have some money where I am able to do that. So let's see. And okay, and last reminder again, I've said it a few times, we're streaming live on Twitch, so anybody watching the replay on YouTube, head on over, there's the link right there. It will also be in the description of the video, twitch.tv/engineerhoist, and then turn on your notifications like Optimus Prime did so you can be notified when the stream is coming. I usually start the stream about 10 minutes early just to give people time to show up, because unlike a YouTube where you could schedule the stream, which kind of got everybody in, Twitch does not do that, so I just basically started about 10 minutes early and just have a countdown, kind of puts the notification out, so if you see it and you're a few minutes late, no big deal. There's time still to get here in time for being live. And also, if you want some, I've been doing a little bit more behind the scenes type of stuff. I've been throwing some more pictures up on Instagram and also Twitter. So usually it's the same thing on both places. I want to try to differentiate them a little bit. But for now, pick your preferred social media platform, Instagram or Twitter. Either one, it's Engineer Hoist, as you might guess. And you can also comment on anything that I post there, or so just another way to talk. If any of these videos happen to have comments turned off on YouTube because of the whole issues going on, it looks like for the game related videos it's okay, we can still have comments and stuff like that, but there's no telling what's going to happen there. So Sharksy turned on his notification and got the fancy Bowie Grana notification. I'm so happy that I was able to work out instead of just like, hey, Engineer Hoist is streaming. So I'm glad we can actually do custom type of things. Kind of let you guys know a little bit more of what's going on, or what's coming up with the stream. And with that is the end of the news. And how about we just hop straight over into doing some crystal cracking? How about we do some crystal cracking? Let's see. Okay, so actually, here's one of the options if you wanted to help. They have them as low as $10, as high as $100, and depending on which one you get a different number of crystals in there. And so there you go. You can see Punch, Rhinox, Rook, and Blades. I've already made the purchase. Before we do that, how about should we do the 4-star before or after all of this stuff? I don't know. I've got some premium crystals too. How about we get these premium crystals? I should have done this before the stream. These were all from last weekend's event. We did get all of the premiums, and oh, I didn't even realize I had a 3-star crystal. And there's the 4-star crystal. And okay, so this is going to be weird. I think my headphones just went out because I lost the music, but I can see that it's still going. You guys still have music. Okay, so that's good. I want to leave them on because, just in case it comes back. Let's go and actually use these crystals. I do have some silver power core chips again from the last weekend. You want to do that after? Okay, cool. We'll be doing it after. So we got a tactician power core. That's going to be food. That's more food. And guided missiles. I think I'm set on those, so that one's going to be more food. I think we will, we'll start off with a premium crystal. You'll probably get 2 4-stars with all those crystals. Well, you'd think. And considering that this was for charity, and that's the main reason why I did it, was to help contribute to that. If these crystals turn out to be nothing but like this, duplicate 2 stars, I will be completely fine. Obviously, getting 3s and 4 stars because I am getting closer to a new 5-star crystal. Obviously, that would be ideal. But even if this turns out to be nothing but 2-star duplicates, I'll be perfectly fine with it because the goal was not so much to be getting bots. That'll just be a bonus. The goal was to help contribute to the relief fund. I'm gonna go through these Rook crystals because we've already got Rook. I'm gonna save Punch and Rhinox for last before the other 4-star crystals, since we don't have the 4-star of either of those guys. Sea Spray. Mirage. There's old Rust Dust. We're searching for her for quite a while. Snarl. Oh yeah, duplicate 4-star definitely be good towards the 5-star crystal. I'm not saying I don't want 4-star duplicates. I'm just saying I'll be okay if I don't get one. See, I want a 4-star of this guy too, Sandstorm. And I think so far my prediction's coming true. It's been all 2-stars, hasn't it? I should have said, no, we're going to be getting all 4-stars this time, and maybe we would have got it. Even Optimus Prime shows up. We got it with the 2-star. And there's Rook. Finally, we get a Rook out of the Rook crystals. And Sunstreaker, Oktar saying a little shout out, RIP Durango Wildlands. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. After so much build up for Durango, they finally got it released, and it just didn't last very long. And, you know, to be honest, I played it for a little while, but I think I was so played out during the beta that after a while I just quit playing. I think my character ended up dying on an unstable island and just stayed there. I was off doing something on an unstable island and then quit left the game for a little bit, and I just never went back in. There's another Rook. It has been all 2-stars so far, hasn't it? Slash. 3-star Slash. There we go. Well, that broke our all 2-star dupe streak. Darn. I was really hoping for all 2 stars. Yeah, combiner sparks are good to get too, because I actually don't have enough combiner spark, I don't think, to upgrade my combiners anymore. So I definitely could use some combiner spark. Optimus Prime got slashed to level 55 last weekend. That's crazy. Good job, man. My slash is still in the 40s. There's a dust up. And this is the last Rook Crystal, gives us an Optimus Prime. It's a 3-star Optimus Prime. Very cool. Oh, well, hey, you know, we're only a quarter of the way through. There's still 75 crystals from this bundle yet to go. How about we crack another premium crystal, kind of just to clear out the space bridge so we don't mix the tastes of the different crystals. You know, like how if you're eating something and then you want to move to the next course, you take a sip of water to cleanse your palate. We're cleansing the palate of the space bridge with that premium crystal. So now these are going to be the Blades crystals. Yeah, let's hit it. Yeah, Sharksy's saying, upgrade your Slash, she's a monster. I know, I'm working on it. I also got that 4-star Ripper Snapper on my Decepticon side. I did upgrade Ripper Snapper very quick. Hey, we got a 3-star shoulder pads prime. Very cool. Still looking for the 4-star duplicate. We have a guarantee of at least one 4-star duplicate, unless it happens to be a new 4-star. But either way, we do have that one 4-star crystal yet to come. Red Alert saying, please tell me you're delicate and didn't break your MP Hound. Actually, I have Hound down here. That's one of the special things for all you guys sticking around after the stream, after the news, after the crystal cracking is done, and we sign off for YouTube. We'll be taking a look at Hound and what I think of him. And no, he is intact at the moment. Not saying that he's close to breaking or anything. It's just I have. Yeah, as soon as you say, "Oh no, he's not broken at all," next time you touch him, he's going to break. So I'm just kind of hedging my bets there. So no, he's okay. He's okay. There's Slash showing up again, reminding me that I need an upgrader. I am happy seeing all the Combiner Spark coming. I really could use the Combiner Spark. Othar got 4-star counterpunch on the last charity crystal. Really a win-win. Wow. Congrats, man. Although Sharksy's not a fan. Every bot has their haters. I haven't used them enough really to form a strong opinion either way. So I will accept any hate or love for punch and counterpunch as valid. And we got blades. There's tracks. The blades, Red Alert is saying T-Man showed today you have to barely swing it out to do the transformation. Then watch Bobby Skullface break the one he was saying. Oh, Bobby broke it? Yeah, I saw Pia broke his too. Yeah, he posted a Pia posted a picture up on Twitter, showed one of the little door pieces broke off. He says, never even got into robot mode once. There's a gnaw. I haven't seen Bobby's review yet. I did see it get posted. I haven't watched it though, so I can tell you that him break. I don't know if it was his. No, you said it was sent to him. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's killing him inside that he broke somebody else's toy. Yeah, all the comments that he says where he doesn't want to force things, whatever, because it's not his toy. I can guarantee you that he's yeah, it was killing him. Alright, so we got nothing out of blades except a bunch of 2-stars. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Pia's broke in a different spot though? Okay, yeah. I did see where his broke. And I did see that. I didn't seem to have much of a problem though at that spot. I'm looking at him trying to think if I had any problem spots, and mine was pretty good. There weren't a whole lot of well, it wasn't a whole lot of looseness. This is a premium crystal. Again, we're going to cleanse the palette. We got a 3-star jazz out of that premium crystal. Okay, Rhinox or Punch? Rhinox or Punch? Maybe alternate? A little bit of Rhinox, a little bit of Punch. Yeah. We'll just go back and forth. We're starting with Rhinox, but that gave us a smokescreen. And of course, the first two comments, we got Punch and we got Rhinox, so yes. So I see you guys concur. We will alternate. So far, we've seen neither. Although we did see Smokescreen twice, once from each crystal. Oh, it kind of paused there for a second, more than it usually does, and I thought maybe we were going to get something, but we did indeed get Rhinox, but it's the 2-star that I already have. So, at least they can't say it was false advertising. And then immediately followed up by Punch, and in fact it's a 3-star Punch, which I just happen to have already. So, there you go. And wow, that's 2 3-stars in a row. This strategy might be working pretty well. Let's keep building up to that 4-star, guys. Oh, we're back to the 2s. Sharksy's saying Smokescreen is underrated. Yeah, he's pretty good. Honestly, I've had my Smokescreen waiting for research for probably the better part of a year now, so I just haven't even used him very much. Got a Springer. Shoulder Pads makes another appearance. Oh, got a silver G1 core. I don't know if I had any G1 cores for him. Might have to check that out again, see what that's all about. There's Smokescreen again. Impactor. Impactor's turned out to be a pretty nice bot. Not one of the top bots necessarily, but still pretty darn good. Good old Wheeljack. There's another Punch. Firefly. I like it when we see 3 or 4-star of a combiner bot. Means you get more combiner spark. Very nice. One of the 3 Jetfires that are available. That's the OG Jetfire. Hey, we got another Rhinox. That's one we already have. They call Impactor Incraptor. Don't really like him. I would like the special ability to do a little bit more damage. I will agree with you on that one, Sharksy. There's another. You're in the wrong crystal, Rook. Okay, so that's half of these two crystals going through. I think we're going to crack another premium here just to kind of clear it out a little bit. Pull a sludge this time, and we'll pick back up with the Punch crystal. Everybody's curious about the new Transformers Siege coming to Netflix. Other than the fact that it's coming, I don't think anybody's heard anything about it. Other than the fact that it's Siege. Or maybe people have, and I just haven't, as Monkey Prime comes through the space bridge. When's it coming? That's another good question. It's supposed to release in November, so that's quite a ways. Superhero landing, says D. Yes, anytime I upgrade a bot and they come down, first thing I thought it was superhero landing, and every time I see that, it's like superhero landing. Yep, definitely. Oh, come on! It's superhero landing. It's coming. It's coming. Gosh, Deadpool was such a great movie, wasn't it? Sentius Magnus comes in for a visit. Oh, need your Mandalorian. Yes. I've been watching through that a second time. About halfway through my second watch through. And I'm just sitting there watching, and because one of the things I've been picking up lately is some Star Wars Lego sets. They actually have a set with the small spoiler if you haven't seen it, but an AT-ST set. You may have seen it on the shelves. One of the Imperial Walkers. But I was just looking and seeing the Razor Crest, his ship, and I was like, you know, if they make a Lego set of his ship, that is an instant buy. Need a Sentius Magnus or Malice toy? Absolutely. I kind of wish I knew more how to make custom Transformers, more than just paint, because you need to do more than just paint if you're going to get try to do a Sentius Magnus or Malice. Because I keep eyeballing that Cyberverse Shockwave, because he turns into the same kind of alt mode, and wondering if there was some way I could do that, but I just don't even know where to begin making custom parts to try to turn that into him. But man, if somebody out there knew how to do that, that Cyberverse Shockwave would probably be a good base for a Sentius Magnus / Malice. The last episode is indeed Coolio of The Mandalorian. Alright, we're coming down to the wire here. And it hasn't quite been all 2-star duplicates, but haven't seen a 4-star duplicate even come through, much less a new 4-star. Customizing tips not on your bucket list. Ah, it's okay, it doesn't have to be. That was a premium crystal there, by the way. Sandstorm. Yeah, 3D printer's nice, but you gotta be able to design the thing to be able to print it out, so. Some of the people on Shapeways do some fantastic stuff. I haven't ever bought anything from there, but I've seen some of the stuff they do. It's pretty neat. RC? I don't think we've seen RC yet, or at least not while I've been paying attention. Alright, we're down to the last Rhinox and the last Punch Crystal. See how we do. Last Rhinox. It does give us a Rhinox, just not... This is not the Rhinox you're looking for. And the last Punch Crystal gives us a Hound. Okay, so anybody watching and was thinking that oh man, how do you get so lucky during that last crystal cracking video I did when I pulled like 5 4-stars out of there, including some new bots and some duplicates or whatever. This is what happens sometimes too. You go through a $100 bundle of crystals, you don't even get a single 4-star. It happens. Like I said, this is for a good cause, and I'm perfectly okay with these results because I know that Space Ape is going to be true to their word and donate their portion of that over to help support the Australia wildfire recovery and whatnot. So, even so, we still have a 3-star crystal. Gives us a duplicate Goldfire. And we do have one last 4-star crystal, which is most likely going to be giving us 5-star shards towards the next 5-star crystal. If we get a new bot out of this, it's going to be, you know, more than beating the odds, because there's only like 4 or 5 that I could possibly get out of here. And without further ado, it's Air Raid, my most favoritist. Hey, I'm not going to complain because 2500 Combiner Spark and a Reflective Coating Core, which I don't really need, but I will take those 5-star shards. Thank you very much. And I don't think that gave us any more crystals. Maybe a 3-star. Yeah, a couple of 3-stars actually. So yeah, so you can see the progress towards the 5-star crystal there. So we still got 4 additional 4-star duplicates. There are actually a couple of 3-star bots I could get, so that's why I'm using them on my Autobot side, because usually I do it on the Decepticon side, but you know, my 3-star crew on my Decepticon side is actually pretty full up too. And we end it with the 3-star Prowl and a duplicate Rook. There we go. That ends this episode of Crystal Kraken with Hoist. Is that what we're calling it? I mean, it's pretty much just a descriptor. There's nothing fancy about that. There you go. Who are they? The ones that I'm missing? I'll have to let's head back over to the game. Ultra Magnus, Sandstorm, Windblade. I know off the top of my head. That are actually available in those crystals, not special crystals still. So yeah, so you got Windblade, you got Ultra Magnus. Punch, I think, is still just in his crystal. Goldfire's one. Cybertron Jetfire. Oh, he's in the premium crystals now. Red Alert's 2 new. Rhinox, he's just in the special crystals, and Sandstorm. So yeah, Windblade, Ultra Magnus, Goldfire, Cybertron Jetfire, and Sandstorm are the 4 stars that are possibly available in a 4-star crystal. That's not a special one. And then for 3 stars, Cybertron Jetfire, Impactor. I've got the 4-star, so I'm not really chasing the 3-star. Rhinox, Sky Striker Jetfire, but he's still in there. And so from the 3-star crystals, Cybertron Jetfire and Impactor are available. So Goldfire Bumblebee renamed? They're basing it on the toy from the Generations, from like the IDW era of Generations back a few years ago. And the toy's name was Goldfire. In the comics, it was still Bumblebee, and they just said he had like a Goldfire plating. So he was still Bumblebee. He just had this Goldfire plating, and he looked like the toy because, you know, the comics, the fiction has to look like the toys because, after all Transformers fiction is just generally to sell toys. They've kind of got away from it being 100% about that, because there's plenty of characters in the comics that never really got toys, including pretty much like the DJD. Everybody loves the DJD, and as far as official figures go, they licensed that Flame Toys to put out a Tarn with like a $400 figure. That's the only official DJD that I'm aware of. All the other DJD stuff is like third-party stuff with different names. In fact, I got some over here. Speaking of Tarn, right there. So, but yeah, so in the game it's Goldfire, and even in the game they had it to where Bumblebee kind of, I think, wasn't it like he went back in time somehow and got a new, got Goldfire plating and took up the name Goldfire based on the toy, even though in G1 it was more of a being renamed as Goldbug, though. So. In Rebirth Part 3, there's an animation error that shows Bumblebee and Goldbug in the same room. I do believe, I don't doubt that. But how about this alternate explanation? It's not it's Goldbug, but it's not Bumblebee, it's Bumper. You know, like the yellow cliff jumper thing. We just never saw him except in that one scene. Maybe? Huh? I don't know. This is an animation error. I'm just kidding. Okay. That's going to do it for our Transformers Earth Wars news stream and Crystal Cracking. So for everybody still on Twitch, hang around. We'll hang out for a little bit later. For everybody on YouTube, thank you for watching. Again, check us out on twitch.tv/EngineerHoist if you want to join in live and participate in the chat. And I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and I'll see you next time.